What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Episode 1 of Miami Dolphins Madden 27 franchise. Our goal is to win Super Bowls with this team, but it's going to be tough. The Dolphins this season have a new coach. They have a new quarterback, new wide receiver core. They lost a lot of veterans on the defense. This team is going full rebuild mode, and they are actually projected to not win the Super Bowl at all. They are 32 out of 32 in FanDuel odds to win the Super Bowl, and that is why we are going to rebuild them into Super Bowl contenders. Comment down below what team you're rebuilding in Madden 27. I hope you guys enjoy this series. There's going to be an episode or two a week, so it's going to go a long time. Hopefully, the whole NFL offseason and more. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. So, the Miami Dolphins' new head coach is none other than Jackson Cole. He's taken over this Dolphins team. First time head coach, but I'll tell you right now, he is a great one. Let's take a look at this Dolphins team. It's very bad. Obviously, Malik Willis is our quarterback. He's 27 years old. I don't know if he's going to be the future quarterback for us. He might just be the bridge. We'll have to see how he plays this season. Devon Achane is our best player. He's going to get the football a lot. 24 years old, 88 overall. He's a top 5 running back in the NFL. Um, Wide receiver, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell, Malik Washington. And then we got Caleb Douglas, rookie from Texas Tech. I might get him a lot more snaps to see what he can do. We'll put him above Malik Washington. And then we also have Chris Bell, 22 years old, rookie out of Louisville. I guarantee you these guys are normal dev, but I still would like to see them play, try to see what they can be. Jalen Wright, Ollie Gordon is going to start over Jalen Wright. Tight end, Will Kekmerick, rookie from Ohio State. A lot of young players on this Dolphins football team. Greg Dulcich is going to be our starter right now. We will play a preseason game, try to see what we can get out of some of these younger players. But Austin Jackson at tackle, he's a decent player. He can have his moments. But we have one of the best centers in football, Aaron Brewer, 28 years old. He is going to be here for a long time. I will make sure of it. He's a big piece of this football team. And then obviously first round pick Caden Proctor from Alabama. We'll have to see how he develops, but he's going to start day one. And then we got Patrick Paul, 24 years old. So we have a couple decent linemen to build off of. These three right here are really good football players. These two, not so much. And then defensively, this team is still very, very bad. I'm very high on cornerback Chris Johnson, rookie from San Diego State. He is a hidden player. A lot of hidden players for this Dolphins football team, which is very exciting. Outside of that, DeAndre Baker Jr. as Darrell Baker Jr. as our cornerback too. That is not good. I might sign a couple free agents here, see what we can do. Safety trader Lonnie Johnson Jr., 30 years old. This secondary is very, very bad. This is, like I said, not a good football team, but one player that I am very high on, and I wanted him to go to the Carolina Panthers. We'll talk about him in a second. We have Jordan Brooks, 84 overall, 28 years old. He's probably our best player on the defensive side. But one player I am very high on this football team is none other than Jacob Rodriguez. He is going to start day one. Rookie out of Texas Tech. I wanted Carolina to get him in the draft, but we couldn't. 23 years old. I think he's a beast, and he is going to play almost every single down for us this season. We have Terrell Dotson on the defensive line. Zach Seiler is another good piece. He's older, but he will be here for a couple seasons. Maybe we trade him. I don't know. We will determine that. Realistic trades only, by the way. Kenneth Grant, the Dolphins' first round pick last year. He is only 22 years old, 75 overall. Hopefully, we can get more out of him. So, this is a very, very young football team. And then Chop Robinson off the edge. He is young, too. Very young football team. We're going to take a quick look at our draft picks because we're going to need them coming up. We have pick 11. So, we have every pick this season. We have a lot of picks, which is good. I will let you guys know right now. I can't find it. We don't have the option for um draft class, but here's draft class strength. I usually do this to make the CPU draft class a little better. Put strong quarterbacks, strong receivers, just the core positions, tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, and safeties. So it's just strong all around the board. We are going to be playing on all Madden. We're going to do 7 or 8 minute quarters, but just for preseason, we're going to do 5. And then gameplay sliders, I am going to adjust a little bit. We're going to put QB accuracy down a little bit, run blocking down a lot because it is easy to run the football, pass coverage down a little bit. For CPU, we're going to improve their run blocking. We're going to improve their pass pro, their pass accuracy, and their pass coverage. Special teams, we can decrease this a little bit. And then this right here, I don't know if you should put it high or low, but we're going to try 30, see how it is. Injuries are going to go to 20, make it a little more realistic. Fatigue to 40. But these are the settings we're going to play, and we're going to turn wear and tear down significantly because it is kind of insane right now. So for the first week, these are going to be our focus players in practice. We're going to have Caden Proctor, Chris Johnson, and Jacob Rodriguez, all rookies. In a rebuild, your goal is to get the best out of your younger players and develop them. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go full pads this week. But I'm very excited to see how this football team looks in a game. We are going to sim training camp and all that. Not going to go through that. You guys are going to hear from Coach Jackson Cole for the first time, the new Miami Dolphins head coach. He is a great one, like I've already said. First question comes from Bleacher Report. Coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of your players. What area will you focus on first? I think it starts with finding scheme fits, just finding the best players that fit this football team. Shifting to on the field, which side of the ball will your identity shine through the most? I would say offense, but not right away. And then we'll go, I don't know, running back because of Devon Achane. Lastly, will you have an advantage? Scouting prospects, because that's what this football team needs to do a lot. We are starting our first preseason game. We are going to Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Commanders. I actually changed the quarters to 7 minutes because I do want to get a feel of how it's going to be playing in a real game with this football team. But preseason or not, oh, I forgot to change this. Preseason or not, this football team takes every game seriously under Coach Cole. Jaden Daniels. When you count at school, 1, 2, 3, 4, Jaden Daniels. Okay? Number 5 is his. Let's just be clear on that. But this Miami Dolphins football team, their starters will play the first quarter. Then after that, I want to see what this depth and some of these younger players are looking like. First play, we get to Jaden Daniels. Who brought him down? Moore? 2nd and 16 for the Washington Commanders already. A good start for this Dolphins defense. Got to stay consistent, though. Daniels looking. And he finds somebody. We got a tackle. Zach Seiler, the 30-year-old defensive tackle, one of the only good pieces on our defense. It's 3rd and 4 for Washington. I'm not worried about their run game much. I'm just worried about 5. Running the ball, taking off, just like that. And he's going to get just enough for Commanders' first down. So the sliders are going to make it tougher. Game may be a little more unrealistic, but the sliders will just make it at least a challenge because regular all Madden can be easy sometimes, especially when you play full game. But Daniels is under immediate pressure and he has to throw it away. 2nd and 10 for Washington at their own 49-yard line. I would expect maybe a run here. We will have to see. It's a play action. Rodriguez brings Jaden Daniels down for his first sack of his NFL career in the preseason. But what a play from Jacob Rodriguez. 3rd and 14. Let's play the sticks. Let's send Rodriguez again. See if he can do it again. Running back in motion. Krosky Merritt. Play clock running low. They might try to find the screen. We got to get off our blocks. And Zach Seiler brings down Jaden Daniels. This Dolphins pass rush is off to a great start. The Dolphins starters are taking the field. We only returned that punt like 7 yards. Malik Willis And the Dolphins offense. This is the part I'm concerned about. Here's Achane. Achane up the middle. Untouched for 21 yards. And that's a Dolphins first down. Devon Achane is going to be a huge piece to this football team now and in the future. He's going to get a heavy course of the workload, and he gets another big gain right up the middle for Dolphins first down. I wonder if those sliders have saved. Probably can't check now. Nope. But we will check that after the game. First and 10 in Commanders territory. Achane up the middle. Jackson couldn't get a block. Couldn't get his hands on the defender. Only gets 4. I do not want to throw the football much. If we can give it to Achane, that's the goal. But wide open. Greg Dulcich. Dolphins first down. That's our third one already. And we are moving the football. Achane up the middle, cuts back. He's got room, and he gets a first down. Dude, he's so good. He's so fast. That is why the mini player threshold is on. And this is where you give the football to Ollie Gordon. The big back gets nowhere. Every single lineman ended up on their back. That did not work at all. Second and goal. I worry about our red zone offense because we can't use Achane much. Whoa, Ollie Gordon gets speared, saving Willis. He throws at the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg Dulcich. What a block from Ollie Gordon, and what a catch and throw. Malik Willis to Greg Dulcich. The Commanders starters will take the field again, but the Dolphins starters will not. I took a lot of players out, but there are still a couple starters in, mainly just the rookies, like Rodriguez is going to get at least another possession. And I'm trying to think who else is in. Caden Proctor on the offensive line is still in. But I left a couple of young players in, and this is what we're going to do for the next quarter, at least. Quinn Ewers is going to play quarterback. And then we'll get a look at Cam Miller probably for the fourth quarter. I like to get Quinn the second and the third. But second and 11, Commander starters are now out. So this is real preseason football. Skip a while if you don't want to see this, but a pass out of the backfield, and I will let you guys know this. I was looking through the depth chart. A lot of 60, high 60, low 70 overall players on the field right now. This team has no depth, and that is not a good thing in this rebuild right off the bat. Here is a quick screen to the outside. This is where it's going to get really bad. Marcus Mariota is a solid backup. And he is playing a bunch of really bad, really young, inexperienced defense. Here's the jet sweep. And they only take it a yard. I was trying to read who that is. It's Williams. We still have we have two rookie wide receivers in. They're probably going to play a while. I want to get that hidden out of them. Play action. Nice tackle there by 45 in open space. A chop tackle there. I try to avoid doing that because it's so overpowered, but I wanted to. 3rd and 3 for the Commanders offense. Mariota's looking, and he's got nowhere to go, and he's brought down. That is, I don't know, 94. We'll learn all the names eventually. 4th and 13 for Washington. They're going to punt this football away, and we are going to let it go. And we are going to start at the 20-yard line with Quinn Ewers. Ollie Gordon is still in the game. Here's who's in the game. Bell, Washington, and Jalen Reagor, and Sims at tight end. Here's Gordon up the middle. Our offensive line is very bad. Very bad. So Quinn Ewers is going to have to get this football out really, really quick if he wants a chance at getting the QB2 job. I mean, he's probably already has it. Oh, I should have thrown it to triangle. Probably already has it, but he's got to solidify himself in that conversation. It's 3rd and 7 for the Miami Dolphins. Slight pressure from the Commanders. Pass. That's Chris Bell, the rookie, who will get plenty of playing time in year 1. Takes it all the way to the Commanders' 39-yard line. We have an injured Commander on the field, but what a play for the Dolphins. And that is a first down in Washington territory. Here's a snap to Ollie Gordon, and he gets nowhere. Try to bounce outside more. Got a little animation there to go towards the defense. They are filling the box. We're going to throw. What a throw by... It's dropped. What a throw by Quinn Ewers. Just couldn't connect. Brings up 3rd and 10. Pass over the middle to the tight end, Sims. He catches this one for a Dolphins first down. Quinn Ewers is leading a pretty good drive. Ollie Gordon in the game. I don't know why. Donovan Edwards from Michigan. I remember he was on the cover just for him to like not really play good at all. A loss of 6 on the screen. Probably should have waited till the 2-minute to snap that one. But I did it anyway. It's an extra play for you guys, right? 2nd and 16 for the Dolphins. Quinn Ewers looking. Throws over the middle. He's got 18. Is that Rager? No, Chris Bell again. He's having a good preseason game so far. Who's the other rookie? I can't remember his name. Motion on 3rd and 2. Ewers looking. It's picked off. That tight end did not even try to catch the football. Didn't even try. That is unfortunate for Quinn Ewers because that goes on the stat line as an interception. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Mariota goes down. That is our 5th sack of the game. The Dolphins' pass rush has been excellent so far. Let's try to get another sack here. They're going to run this football up the middle. I hate how I know something's coming, but I still didn't stop it. We're going to take our timeouts here, try to get Jackson Cole's team the football back. I'm trying to win with these young pass rushers. 3rd down and short for Washington. And Mariota's going to step up and run. I wanted to cover that receiver on the outside because nobody there. And he ran right to where my gap was. Commanders take their first time out of the half. 1:05 to go. We only have a 7-point lead. So that's not ideal. Pressure from the right side, and down goes Mariota. Juju Brents with the tackle. Off the edge. 2nd and 17. We're not going to take any more timeouts. We'll let this one go. Mariota looks. Knock it down. Great PBU there. And that will bring up 3rd and 17. In-run personnel for the Commanders. We'll take a timeout if they run this football here. And we can stop them. Timeout. Let's try to get something here. Jackson Cole's offense will get the football back at least one more time before the half. So this is our 4th possession of the game. Here we go. Oh, he's got some room. Block him. Nice block. No. If he held that block a little longer. Washington had room. Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins are going to take the field again. I like Terrence Marshall here. Off that post. Former Panther. He's got it, but he drops it. Drops it off the hit. 13 seconds ago. I like to see what our kicker can do in this situation, too. There's nowhere to go with the football. He just didn't block, and down goes Ewers. They really took a timeout. My goodness. We got to at least just take their timeout here. Ewers. Let's see the speed. There is none. Boy, Quinn is slow. We got a 7-point lead entering the second half. I'm going to keep these guys in. I do want to take a quick look at our wide receiver room. Chris Bell. Who's the other rookie? I want Caleb Douglas in the game. We could get him some targets too. Yep, that's what we'll do. Probably keep it like that. We'll have what we have going on right now for the third quarter. Try to stay competitive for a little longer before we absolutely throw this game away. But I'd like to see a good drive out of Quinn Ewers' second team offense here. And I like to keep getting looks at these rookie wide receivers because these guys will play. So I am trying to get their dev trait as soon as I can. And that is a great throw. An even better catch. Chris Bell is having an incredible preseason game. Incredible. What a catch there. What a throw. We're going to check this, run the football up. Yeah, we're not running the football with this offensive line in right now. It's not going to work. 2nd and 12 for the Dolphins. Pass. Knocked off the helmet. It's 3rd and 12. This is our play. I like to get the football. It's maybe Chris Bell here. And Ewers is hit as he throws. And that will be a Dolphins punt. So the offense is struggling, as expected. But the defense, especially our pass rush, is playing particularly really well. Here we go. Is Mariota still in at quarterback? That's not Mariota. I don't know who that is. What a hit in the gap. Is that Jacob Rodriguez? Oh, Woodard. What a hit. They got 31 total yards of offense. So we're playing good football here. 2nd and 11. Get there. Oh, boy. Who's in at quarterback? Mariota still? Yikes. 3rd and 11. This is an ugly preseason game. Start getting some of these lower depth chart guys in as we go on. Doesn't need to happen right away. Pressure. Nice hit there by Woodard. And that will force a 3 and out. The Dolphins defense is on point. Titans lose 35-3 against the 49ers. Washington. Not Washington. Ooh. Nice juke move there. Regardless of what happens here, this will be Quinn Ewers' last drive this game. I do want to get a look at Cam Miller. He's an underrated player. Used to play for the Raiders. Nice move there for a 7-yard gain from Donovan Edwards. And the run game came alive there a little bit. I do want to kind of figure out this running back room behind Achane and Gordon. I have a good idea of what the order is, and it's kind of already what it is. But Chris Bell definitely move up the depth chart after this game. That pass is incomplete. We're going to go for it here. Our defense is playing well enough for me to want to. Only need 3. I like this play here. Let's get Sims across. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Yeah, that's going to be enough of Quinn Ewers. We're going to go Cam Miller. We've seen enough of Chris Bell. Let's get Taj in the game. Terrence Marshall and Jalen Rager. I don't expect these guys to make the team, but I still want them to play. You know? Yeah, I want that rookie in. We just need to find a fullback. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Edwards will be the fullback. Kakmark. Dolphins' third team offense will take the field when it's time, but our second team defense is playing really, really good football. I don't know why Jordan Brooks is out there. I did not mean to do that. I overran the gap. First down, Washington. Maybe they will figure things out. By the way, I know there may be some question marks from some of you guys of tanking. Coach Jackson Cole is heavily against tanking. We will get whatever pick we deserve. If we deserve pick 32, that's what we'll get. Now, I don't know why some of these guys are in the game. I'm trying to take them out. I did it in the depth chart. We'll have to manually adjust the depth chart in a second here again. But Commanders' offense is finding their life. They're moving down the football field pretty easily on us. Run up the middle, untouched for the touchdown. Is that Rashad White? He runs like him. It is. So their potential starting running back is playing in almost the fourth quarter of the first preseason game. All right, so there's even more low overall rookies out on the field for your Miami Dolphins. Both sides of the football, our worst offense and worst defense in our depth chart is out there, so we don't get anybody hurt, and they can compete for roster spots. All right, so we had a strong start offensively, but it stalled. It's definitely stalled. But here's some speed by 37. If he can break free, the potential was there. 2nd and 9, our own 26-yard line. Pass over the middle. That's Marshall, I believe, Jr. He gets the first down. My plan is to keep 6 receivers. I don't know if we're going to keep all 3 quarterbacks. It really depends on how Cam Miller does and if, we need to give the roster spot to a younger player. That's more impact. That has more impact. So time will tell. But Cam Miller is potentially playing for a job here. But 37 got some speed. Washington, I think his name is. He's definitely got some speed. He probably won't make this football team, but we can have him on the practice squad in case we need him. But evaluate Cam Miller this drive. Usually those 2 words go together, evaluate and draft. I am still learning this catch meter. I'm 2 seconds away from turning it off. But I'm going to hang strong, try to adjust to it. And if it loses us some games, then we will switch it. But here's a nice catch by our rookie tight end. We have rookie tight end out there, rookie lineman, rookie secondary, rookie defensive tackles. A lot of very young players are on the field for this Dolphins team on 3rd down. Nice quick pass to the rookie tight end again. It's not a long shot for this guy to take Dulich's job. What's his name? Kent's? Is that his name? Kekmers. It's not a long shot for him to take a job. Wide open in the flat. 1st down and more. This Dolphins 3rd team offense is looking better than the 2nd team did. I don't know what to make of that. Lower comp, maybe. 3-yard run here for Washington Jr. up the middle. It would be nice to win this game. Even though it is just the preseason. But we got a wide open. We can't hit him. Can't hit him. He's wide open. Kid, it's not going to get much easier in this league than that. Got to make that throw. Washington up the middle. He's got room. 1st down and more. Almost in the end zone. I wouldn't mind a little screen here. Uh-oh. And we're going to run it in. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Dolphins. Oh, boy. See, that's good speed, though. He really bounced out of there for a second. 3rd and 3. Still going to run it between the tackles. And there's just nowhere to go. Nice pancake in the middle, but I'd like to go for this. I really would. Let's do it. See if we like the look. If these linebackers blitz, I love it. Nice catch. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is Washington. How many Washingtons are on this football team? I don't know. So there is no overtime in the preseason game, right? But, whoa, this is a weird running back setup. Two. Well, you had to figure it was going that way, but we still can't make a tackle. So that's why I went for the touchdown, because there's no ties. So, or no overtime. So, if we march down the field and tie it up, whatever. But 2 minutes ago, I'd like to get a stop here. This is a good moment for the young defense. Let's see who wants a roster spot. Who will make a play here in a much needed moment in the game. He's got all day. And that is a coverage sack from this Dolphins team. All day to throw. Nobody's open. I'm surprised Mariota's still in this football game. Thought they would have put in another quarterback by now. Not that he's doing bad. He's actually doing quite good. He gets it all the way to the 26-yard line. I don't plan to use my timeouts, probably. I don't know, maybe. Kind of want to get this game done. Mariota goes down. That is 51. I don't know who it is. There's no numbers. 2nd and 11 for the Commanders. Oh, boy. He's wide open. Take a timeout here. Maybe we do want to win. Oh, they did. Okay. I didn't need to take one. They did. All I need is a field goal. If they score here, that's fine. Rashad White brought down by Zach Seiler. No, that's probably not Zach Seiler. Look at this defense in, guys. This is elite, right? Why is he in the game? Dude. The step chart does not listen. Nice hit out of bounds. I read it the whole way. That was pretty easy to read. 3rd and 7. Let's go zone. Going Tampa 2. Get a stop here. Touchdown, Commanders. Marcus Mariota picked apart our zone. Are they going to go for 2 for the win? No, they're chickens. Boo-hoo. It's 14 up in Washington. Moments like this decide roster spots. Will Cam Miller lead the team down the field for a game-winning drive? Let's see. These are our options. Very bad. Nice catch over the middle. That's the rookie tight end. It's actually probably our best option. Kakmark. I don't know how to say his name. Ward. Whoa, Ward. Uh-oh. Miller looking. Dropped interception. If that guy was 5 overalls higher, that's an interception. Let's give him an opportunity. It's dropped. That one would have been nice. That would have been really nice. 1-on-1 out there. It's 3rd and 10. And that pass is incomplete. And we're going to punt this football away. Hopefully we can get some backspin. That's a great punt. That's a beautiful punt. No, why'd it go that way? Backspin, brother. Supposed to send it back. 19 seconds ago. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to run it. They're stuffed. Well, this is going to be a tie for the preseason. Couple things for us to definitely clean up. Some things to work on here. That is it. 14-14. We'll take a look at some stats for this football team. Um, I liked some things, didn't like some. I liked how our starters came in and played. Um, Quitter struggled a bit. Cam Miller, rushing. Carlos Washington Jr. had some nice speed. Devon Achane was great. Ollie Gordon struggled a bit, didn't have much blocking. Edwards, Jalen Wright. Receiving. This guy can start. I'm telling you that right now. There's a good chance of him starting over Dulich, maybe, or at least splitting. Dulich had a touchdown. Taj had a touchdown. Chris Bell, he was our MVP in receiving. 3 catches, 81 yards. Taj Washington with a touchdown. All these guys with a catch. Um, Willie Gay, Brent, Ronnie, McLeod. Phillips had 2 sacks. Robert had a sack. Jacob Rodriguez had a sack. Brents had a sack. And Moore had a sack. A very young football team. Didn't see anything out of our kicker, but not a bad preseason game. So here's a couple transactions that I did for this Dolphins football team. I released a couple of players that I know aren't going to make the team, so they don't like take playing time from players I'm actually keeping my eye on. We released wide receiver Jalen Reagor, Kevin Klein, Cameron Goody, AJ Green, and Marco Wilson. We're going to play moments for these last 2 preseason games. So they go by a little quicker. We're going to change our focus players here. I'm going to keep Proctor because he was our first round pick, but I like to get different players rotating here. We could get Kenneth Grant in there. We could also get, gosh, this goes to the 70s so quick. We could get our wide receiver 1, Tutu Atwell, some reps. We're going to go full pads for this football team up until the regular season, and then we can go half pads. That's just the idea. We're gonna play probably full game every game this season for the first season. Then after that, in the future, we'll probably do moments. But that is our plan. I'm gonna do as many seasons as possible in this franchise. So we're definitely gonna do at least, a lot. But yeah, so we're not gonna bring anybody new in. We're gonna do moments. We're gonna take a look at our team again in the preseason. This is our first home game, so hopefully we can get a nice little win here. Obviously, it's just the preseason, but yeah, we're gonna do full game every game in the regular season for the first season. Then after that, we'll probably do more moments. All right, first moment of the game. We are doing the opening drive, which is actually great for the preseason. Let's get a drive out of our starters versus the Giants starters. Let's see exactly how we match up. Here's Achane. Achane right up the middle. He's got speed and a Dolphins first down. If we can just run the football with Devon Achane, that is a recipe to success. Another 1st and 10. Aaron Buer is a great center, so we can also just run behind him. Dude, our run game is going to be our only offense this year. I'm telling you that right now. Uh-oh. I also changed the wide receiver sub out frequency, so we're getting our younger guys more reps, and I want to keep everybody fresh from wear and tear. So I'm testing that out. I'm seeing how it looks. We're going to go underneath to our wide receiver 1, Tutu Atwell. He's going to get a couple yards there. 3rd and 9 for the Dolphins. I think Tutu's our wide receiver 1. Him or, what should call it? We're going to look for Achane here, and we got, no, he dropped it. 4th and 9, and the Dolphins are going to punt the football away. Quick score from the Giants. And once again, the game puts me in a moment to where the clock just runs out. It's not very nice. 7 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for the Giants. They're going to run with Cam Scadaboo. And he's going to break every single tackle and get 6 yards. Not good defense there. I'm going to let the computer automatically sub my players out. I don't want to manually do it just for them to be on the field anyway. But Cam Scadaboo is running wherever he wants on our defense. That's 2 plays, 2 first downs in a row for him. Now's the time to stand tough in the red zone. Do not let him score. That's our goal. Don't let him score. And he walks. Oh, nice hit there by 25. Terrell Dodson. This defense can stay tough here. That's a great moment. Come on. What are you waiting for? They're scared. Rodriguez gets hit. And way to chop your feet, get low, and drive him back. 3rd and goal for the Giants. Regardless if they score, I like what I see from our defense right now on this drive. I just hope everybody stays healthy and nobody gets hurt. Don't need any dumb injuries to happen now. That is a touchdown for the Giants. They're going to take a 14-0 lead. 3rd and inches for the Miami Dolphins, and our starters are still out here. I'd like to get H-N out of the game. H-N, up the middle, 1st down. Yeah, H-N is done. Don't want him to get hurt. But we're probably also not a team without him. And Malik Willis and the starters are still in, besides H-N. So I'm not losing him before the season starts. Malik Willis has 36 yards and 2 interceptions. Not great. Not ideal. I know you don't want no. Nice throw. Nice catch. I'd like to get Chris Bell in with the ones if he's not in. He deserves to be. What are you doing? You're running all the way to the quarterback, Dulich. Big dog. Got him. Got Dulich. 3rd and inches. Just short of where he needs to be. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Quick screen to Ollie Gordon. He's got room. He's got a Dolphins 1st down. And he gets out of bounds at the 32-yard line to save some clock. Not a bad drive going for the Dolphins. Willis is going to take off. He's not going to get a block from his running back. And 17-0 at the first time out of this drive. 2nd and 5, 27 yards away. I'd really like to get a first-team touchdown here. Quick pass caught Jalen Tolbert. He gets 1. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Better than 3rd and 5. Ay, ay, ay. Quick throw again. That's Washington. He makes a nice move. That's a Dolphins 1st down. We're only getting short yards, though. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No, bro. This camera angle is on, and I don't like it. End zone. Intercepted. He gets blown up in the process. No way he takes this back. Take an angle. He was somewhat open, too. I mean, I know that was a tight window for Malik Willis, but he was open. Like, that had potential to be a completion, and it just wasn't. Pass is knocked away. Tried to hit Sims. That's 4th and 6. And can I please get this camera back to normal? Thank you. 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete. Tried to hit the corner out. Couldn't hit it. 4th and goal from the Giants. They have Jameis Winston in. They're 1 yard away. They're not going to run the football. That pass is incomplete. I wish we picked that, so we didn't have to get a safety. And we got blanked. 19-0 score is the final. We'll take a look at some stats here. When I don't play, it's bad. Oh, boy. Well, like I said, HN is our offense. It's not really a debate. Yeah, we We struggled badly. These are focus players this week for the Dolphins. Malik Willis, Patrick Paul, and Chop Robinson entering our third and final preseason game. I made an adjustment in the depth chart. I moved Chris Bell to wide receiver 3, and I moved that rookie tight end. What's his name? Where is he? I don't know where he went. Is he in the game? Yes, he is. I don't know where he is, but I moved him up the depth chart to start to kind of change things up and get a different look at this Dolphins offense after scoring 0 points last week. Also, Devon Achane is not playing this game, so I'm not getting him hurt. 1st and 10, we have a moment to play the first drive of the game. Ollie Gordon up the middle, gets 5 for the Dolphins. 2nd down and manageable, and he's still in the game. I just moved him to literally last on the depth chart. Like, out of the 4 running back rotation, and he's still in the game. Do I really have to go to 3rd down, power back, and all that to keep him out? 3rd and 3 for this Dolphins offense. My nose is running like a waterfall. Pass is incomplete in the dirt. 4th down for this Dolphins offense. Once again, 3 and out. All right, another offensive moment here for the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if I sound stuffy, but I have allergies right now. 1st and 10. Our own 22-yard line. Willis throws. He's got Washington. Gets hit hard, but that's a Dolphins 1st down. We're going to do a direct run here with Malik Willis. See how this goes. Yeah, that went pretty bad. I don't know if Willis is the quarterback of the future. He might just be here until we're, like, competitive. You got to throw this football away, and we're going to get grounding. Ay, ay, ay. This is something. 3rd and 26 for this Dolphins first team offense. I clicked the wrong button. I meant to go X. We're punting the football to Atlanta. Atlanta is not a team that I want to be able to stop us this much. But they are. They have Michael Penix Jr., and we have 4 turnovers as a team. It's incredible. 3rd and 6. Down goes Penix. Kenneth Grant brings him down. The Dolphins get a nice, much-needed stop. Are we really just turning the football up over this much? Achane is still in the game. I don't care. Our tackle got ran over, and our other one got ran right by. What do you want me to do? Pass quick. Underneath. Nice block there by 82. Dolphins 1st down to the 48-yard line. Let's build off that. Let's go. That's a huge play. Get some momentum going. Deep ball. It's caught. It's dropped. Chris Bell almost made a very nice catch over, what's his name? AJ Terrell. But just couldn't hang on. Brother. 3rd and 10. Ay, ay, ay. Pass quick. It's caught. We're going to take a timeout and go for it here. Not liking these play suggestions. Drive Y corner. Trips right. 4th and 6. It's to Achane. He doesn't get enough. Well, that's just great. We are down 10-0 with 3 minutes left. We have 6 turnovers as a football team. And the bad news is there's still 2 minutes left. So we got to keep playing. Once again, put me in a moment right when the clock is running. So annoying, bro. So annoying. But I wonder how different the scores are going to be if when I play full game. I don't know. I hope it's different. That's just a terrible throw by Cam Miller. Oh my goodness. This is rough. Rough start to the preseason for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, Cam Miller might just not make this team. Very small chance he does right now. It all depends on how many I want to keep at certain positions. But we're going to let this one go. I'm not going to get anybody hurt. We'll run one more play here. Nice catch at the sticks to Malik Washington. 0-2-1 is your Dolphins preseason record. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Were those turnovers all like fumbles? There's no stats for fumbles here, but that's the preseason. We're gonna make some cuts. All right, so we had to cut 16 players to get to 53, and these are the guys we are cutting. We've cut Terrace Marshall Jr. We put Malik Washington on the practice squad. Ben Sims, Charlie Heck. We put Jim on the practice squad. DJ Campbell, Robert Beal Jr. Edge rusher Max Lewin. Matthew Butler, Biggers to the practice squad. Nick McLeod released. Ethan Booner to be released. Miles Battle to the practice squad. Storm Duck to the practice squad. Luis Moore to the practice squad. Major Burns released. We signed Mitch Trubisky to a 1-year, $2.9 million deal to be a backup, and we put Cam Miller on the practice squad. Here is our team for week 1. I am starting a lot of young players under the age of 23. We have Willis at quarterback, Achane, Gordon, Tutu Atwell, Bell, and Douglas above, moved up in the depth chart. Dulich is going to start at tight end. This is our offensive line. We're starting the 23-year-old guard here. This side of the line is very good. We're going to run with Achane at the left side a lot. And then defensively, Kenneth Grant and Zach Seiler. Trey Moore is starting over Ajabo and Farrell. These corners are starting, even though some of them are a bit younger. No, let's move Brent's back up. Safety, Trader starting. He's younger. Taffy is younger. Lonnie Johnson will back up both spots. Rodriguez, Brooks, and Dodson are linebackers. This is our special teams. Riley Patterson, how old is he? He's 26. So he's a solid kicker too. But this is your 2026 Miami Dolphins. I don't know how many wins we're getting. Ask me that after 3-4 games. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2, we will be playing the first 2 games at least. So make sure you stay tuned for that. An episode or 2 a week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what you think of the series so far and what you want to see. And any advice you have for this Dolphins team. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy.